Hope everyone's having a great day. Today's going to be the speed workout for this week, and I really want to make sure that you guys know that as we progress, we're going to start adding things, so workouts might get longer, and as workouts might get a little bit longer, it's really important that you guys really take seriously the rest. I know sometimes you just want to bang out the workouts and you want to get through it, but as the workouts get longer and the exercises get added to the workouts, it's really important that you guys really take advantage of the rest so that every rep you do is at your body's full potential. So the first exercise is going to be a 30-meter sprint again. I don't really have to say a whole lot about this. Just know that when you're running, make sure you guys are focusing on really good technique. If you need to, do the form running on the wall prior to that. In fact, my youth session kids, I'd prefer if you did it before you guys did your sprints, because that way you're really ingraining really good body mechanics. And then that's going to translate over to a faster sprint. So make sure you've got really good technique and make sure you take full recovery on the rest. So again, with this sprint, I know we've done it before. You're going to predetermine what foot is going to step out. You're going to do an even amount on both sides, and you're going to make sure not to take a step until you absolutely need to. So don't anticipate it and then take an early step. You really want to make sure your body gets that forward lean that we see in that early acceleration phase. So we really want to make sure that we're here and we lean, and then you don't catch yourself until your foot has to come out and catch you, and you really finish the drive between that back leg. When that foot comes up, you should finish driving through this back leg so that you can get the full range of motion that way, so you can get the full effect of the free fall sprint. So for the double broad jump, something that one of my athletes has been doing is they go on one curb. So if their road goes this way, they're on this curb and they're jumping trying to get to the other side of the curb, and then they measure out with a piece of chalk where they're landing, and then they're measuring it every time they do it. And they've actually put on a foot or two of distance between where they first started and where they ended. Now, some of that has to do with them getting better at landing mechanics and jumping mechanics, and some of it has to do with them becoming more explosive and their body adapting to what we're training as, was be faster and more explosive. So if you can, try and measure out where you're landing on the sidewalk. Don't just jump. Give yourself a distance to hit every single time. And if you're going below that, you know that you need to work on something, or you need to change something, or you can contact me and we can talk about it. Or if you're getting over or you're hitting the same spot, you're going over it, you know you're getting more explosive, you know you're going to get faster. So for the drop and a vertical, you're going to get a stool or a chair or a bench you can step up onto, and all you're going to do is you're going to drop, land on both feet. Make sure you spend as little time on the ground as possible. Don't stick there and then jump. It should be, I'm pulling myself down into the landing position until, as soon as I start to drop, I'm here, and as soon as my feet hit, I'm exploding straight up and jumping as high as I possibly can, and then I'll rest for about 2 minutes before I do another set. So again, with the drop, you're going to drop down, pulling yourself down into that landing position. As soon as my feet hit the ground, I'm exploding, throwing my hands and hips forward so that I can get this far of a broad jump as possible. This is another one, guys, where you can take a piece of chalk and measure out how far you're getting on your drop and a broad jump. Measure out where you started, right, where you're landing, and then measure out where your jump takes you to, and see if we're not getting any farther over the course of the next month or two. Okay. So for this exercise, it might be a little difficult, and I'm not going to do it in my living room because I don't really have a whole lot of room, and frankly, I'm kind of sore. So what you're going to do is, this is a kneaded feet jump. It is pretty much a jump without the feet, okay? Everything is going to be the same as if you're about to jump, but instead it's almost all upper body. You're going to use your hips a little bit, and you're really going to use your arms to get this. And the goal, okay, is that you're going to, actually I might just do it. So you're going to pull yourself down, and then you're going to explode up and land on your feet, okay? So it's going to look a little something like this. Here, and then you stick the landing, okay? The higher up you go, okay, the better it is, and you want to spend as little time trying to get yourself to accelerate. You want to accelerate now. You want to throw your hands up. You want to throw your hips all the way through and then stick the landing. And as we progress, it's really important you guys focus on the sticking part of this, because we're going to add a jump, or we can add a broad jump, or we can add a sprint to these things, right? So the sticking part has a purpose. I'm not just saying it in there because it sounds good or it looks good. It has a purpose because as we start progressing, we're going to add exercises, or we're going to add little pieces to the exercises as we continue to go. So that's it, guys. Let me know, what was your fastest 30-meter time. Make sure you're measuring out the same distance every time that you do it so that we can get consistent numbers. What was your farthest double broad jump? What was your farthest drop in broad jump? And then let me know how the knee to feet jumps went so I can help you guys out. If you want to send me a video, I can help with any technique things, or I can, say, hey, good job, or maybe work on this, or whatever you guys need. So let me know those things. I hope you're all having a great day and staying safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.